People now, how we doing this bright, sunny, beautiful morning? I didn't post yesterday, I had some camera issues. I bought a new mount, hung it on the back of the carriage because I wanted to get some shots of them guys down on the rig end and the turns coming up and whatnot, but it didn't work out so well. Somewhere out in this area, about 1,000 feet back, is my camera. I spent about an hour last night trying to find it, couldn't find it. But anyway, so I got to ask, how did I get into logging and what got me on equipment? I've been around logging my whole life. My dad was a logger, my granddad was a logger, my two older brothers are loggers. And when I was a kid, I was about 8, maybe 9 years old, my dad started horse logging. So at one point we had 11 horses. We had 9 Percheron and 2 Clydesdale that we logged with. And then when the timber market crashed, I think that would have been about 83, he went back to running loader for somebody. But so I mean, it was pretty inedible. I was going to work in the brush. But you know, I got to ask how I got on a piece of equipment and when the first time I ever ran a yarder was. And the first time I ever ran a yarder, I was 15 years old. We were living in Forks, Washington, and my dad was the type of guy that he would get upset at schools. You know, if somebody did something stupid at school and got suspended, my dad thought it was more of a vacation than it was, you know, being in trouble. So if you got in trouble and weren't going to school, or even if you had a vacation from school, you were going to work. And I was watching road for them because we had dump trucks coming in around, they were hanging across 2 roads. For whatever reason, my dad and the yarder engineer got into a pissing match, and the old man fired the yarder engineer, so he told me to drive around. I drove around. It was a Mark II Burger with a brand new Dana Bose Skycar. Not a whole lot of people know about Dana Bose because they ain't been around for a long time. And he threw me in the seat, and this is exactly what he said. This is this, and that's that. And he said, that car is brand new, and if it hits the ground, your mom won't have to worry about making dinner for you tonight. So that's how I learned how to run yarder. He gave me a few more instructions than that, but the day I turned 18, I came to work for this company, March 3rd of 1989, setting chokers under this exact yarder. It's 27 years ago, and here she is, so she's a pretty good old machine, I think. But I knew within a couple of months that if it would have been left up to me, I'd have pulled rigging my whole life. But after a couple of pretty serious injuries and 3 knee surgeries, I wasn't working the rigging anymore. So, long before the injuries and the knee surgeries, I decided I'd been pulling rigging for a couple of years, and I wanted to make the big money, so I decided to take a hooking job. My dad told me, he said, anybody that's going to be a hook tender's got to be able to do every job on the claim. That way, if somebody calls in sick or has got family issues or something, you can take their place. So that's how I got started running equipment. Anytime I got a chance to be on something, I got on it enough so I could get through the day. And then as you start learning enough to get through the day, then bad things start happening and you start learning how to get past it. So I wish I could explain more than that, but that's what it is. I spent 18 years working the ground, and after my second knee surgery, there's just no way. I mean, heck, I can't even go walk through Walmart with the old lady grocery shopping. My knees swell up, have a terrible time, so that's why I'm running equipment. I'd much rather be on a loader, but the time being, right here is where they need me to be, so that's where I'll be. I mean, that's pretty much the story of how I got started logging. Like I say, it's been in my family my whole life. I think my granddad was 73 or 77 when he quit fallen timber. And my dad, he retired just when he was 67. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably be either in a loader or in a yard till the day they put me in my pine box. So, all right, well, you guys stay safe, get logs.